10 Things to Know About Qatar, Part 1. 1. Location. Qatar is a small, wealthy country located in the Middle East, bordering Saudi Arabia to the south and the Persian Gulf to the north, east, and west. Qatar is a small country situated in the Middle East, covering an area of approximately 11,586 square kilometers. It is located on a peninsula that juts out into the Persian Gulf and is bordered by Saudi Arabia to the south. To the north, east, and west of Qatar lies the Persian Gulf, making it almost entirely surrounded by water. Qatar's location in the Middle East has made it a strategic location for trade and commerce. The country has invested heavily in infrastructure to support its economic growth, including a state-of-the-art airport and seaport. Qatar's location also makes it an important player in the energy market, as it is home to some of the world's largest reserves of natural gas. Qatar is situated in a region of the world that has seen significant political and economic changes in recent decades. It has managed to maintain a relatively stable political environment, despite its proximity to countries that have experienced political unrest and conflict. Qatar's wealth and economic stability have helped to insulate it from some of the challenges faced by other countries in the region. However, the country has not been immune to the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has affected global oil and gas prices and reduced demand for energy products. 2. Economy. Qatar is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, thanks in part to its abundant natural gas reserves. Its economy is heavily dependent on the export of natural gas, as well as oil, petrochemicals, and other industries. Qatar has one of the strongest and fastest growing economies in the Middle East, and it is considered to be one of the wealthiest countries in the world. The country's economy is heavily dependent on the production and export of natural gas, which accounts for the majority of Qatar's revenue. Qatar has the third largest natural gas reserves in the world, and it is a leading exporter of liquefied natural gas, LNG. In addition to natural gas, Qatar also has significant oil reserves and produces a range of other petrochemicals. The country has invested heavily in its energy infrastructure, with state-of-the-art facilities for oil and gas production and transportation. Qatar is also investing in renewable energy sources, such as solar power, to diversify its energy mix. Qatar has been successful in diversifying its economy beyond the energy sector. The country has invested heavily in real estate, infrastructure, and tourism. Qatar has also developed a strong financial sector, with a number of international banks and financial institutions operating in the country. Qatar's economy has faced some challenges in recent years, including the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and the fall in global oil and gas prices. However, the country's strong fiscal position and significant financial reserves have allowed it to weather these challenges relatively well. Qatar is continuing to invest in infrastructure and diversify its economy, with a focus on creating jobs and opportunities for its growing population. 3. Language. Arabic is the official language of Qatar, but English is widely spoken, especially in business and tourism. Arabic is the official language of Qatar and is spoken by the majority of the population. Qatar is an Arab country, and Arabic is a central part of its cultural heritage and identity. Qatari Arabic has its own distinct dialect, which differs from other varieties of Arabic spoken in the region. English is also widely spoken in Qatar, especially in business and tourism. Qatar has a large expatriate population, and English is often used as a common language among people from different countries. Many businesses and government agencies in Qatar use English as their primary language for communication. In addition to Arabic and English, there are also other languages spoken in Qatar. Hindi, Urdu, and Tagalog are common among the large community of migrant workers from South Asia and the Philippines. Other languages, such as French and Spanish, are also spoken by some Qataris and expatriates. The government of Qatar is committed to promoting language learning and education in the country. Qatar has several schools and universities that offer Arabic and English language instruction, as well as other languages. The country also hosts a number of international schools that offer instruction in English and other languages.